guys, how you doing? My name is CODENAMEBIGBEAR, or Stuart, if you want to call me by my first name. Today we're going to be talking about the Alan Wake Remastered. But before I do, I just got a couple of thoughts on this, why this game has been released. I think that it was released now because at some point, maybe December, with no proof by the way, I've got no proof on this, in December we're going to get the announcement of Alan Wake 2. I think they released this one because Remedy loves Alan Wake. They want more people to play it, and they want people to remember that he exists. So when they do release Alan Wake 2, which they've been working on since Control AWE DLC, which, as again, there's no announcement on that. There's no proof of this, but I really think that we got to get a sequel, right? We have to get a sequel, and the reason they're releasing this is to go, hey guys, remember Alan Wake? Oh, hey guys, you didn't get to play it before because you owned a PlayStation? Here you go, here's a PlayStation version of Alan Wake for you. Which is just, I hope I'm correct. I really, really do. But no, I mean, like on a serious note, on an actual serious note, Alan Wake Remastered is just fantastic. The game looks so much better. I mean, it's 11 years ago this game came out. Over 11 years ago this game came out, and it looked amazing then, and it still looks amazing now. The original version. In fact, I played it earlier this year, and I, played through the entire game, and I love it so much. And this version of the game is the best version. It looks prettier. Alan Wake's character model looks fantastic. It looks so much better than the original version, where he kind of just looked a bit dead-eyed. Whereas this one, he just feels more alive, if that makes sense, or awake, if you will. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please excuse that. But he does. He feels like he's more alive, or he looks like he's more alive in comparison. But as a result, some of the other characters around him with the new character model, they don't have the new character models. Does look a bit awkward. Pat Main, for instance, is a soothing voice you hear throughout the entire game. It's a character you meet pretty much instantly on the ferry as you're going into Bright Falls, sorry. And he just kind of moves awkwardly around. He does look like he's still the 360 version, if that makes sense. It's just one of those. It's only a tiny little gripe. But I mean, the lighting and environments have been slightly improved. The lighting has been slightly improved with a different method other than ray tracing, which honestly upset me because I got a PS5 version of this, and I was going to buy this game anyway, no matter what. Remedy has given us a code, but Luke will be doing a review of it himself, I believe. He's taking that instead, as he is also a lover of the Alan Wake series and Alan Wake lore. But I bought myself a copy of this game, and I got it for PS5 deliberately because I wanted to see how the ray tracing was going to do. It turns out ray tracing isn't in this game, which is a massive shame considering that ray tracing deals with light, and well, the whole deal of Alan Wake is using light to battle your enemies, and it's set in dark and gloomy woods, and it's set in areas where everything will look amazing. Just in general, even if they didn't use ray tracing, it's just all the lighting in this game. It's just perfect. They've set it up in such a way it works so well. So yeah, slight disappointment on that one. The character models are a slight disappointment. But the soundtrack that this game had originally is still here. That amazing soundtrack it had that features bands like Roy Orbison, David Bowie, Poets of the Fall, who are known as the old gods of Asgard in this game. Which they just have an amazing set piece for that as well later on in the game on a farm, which includes explosions and fireworks, and flashbangs. Oh, it's just so good. It's so much fun. They got sort of two really great characters set around them as well. Odin and Thor. They're just two geriatric lunatics, and yeah. I mean, this game is basically about Alan trying to find his wife or get his wife back from the darkness after losing a week of his life and finding manuscript pages that seem to be predicting the future, and he's got to battle his way back to the lake where his wife disappeared. Essentially, it's a really really cool game. It's a really cool concept. It kind of reminds me, it's deliberately inspired by Stephen King, Twin Peaks, that kind of thing as well. The setting of this game, there's only one other game I could think of that was out before it, and it was literally like 2 months before it, and it did it worse in this kind of similar setting, and that was Deadly Premonition. As much as I love Deadly Premonition, and I really, really do love Deadly Premonition, this game did it so much better. Alan Wake came out a couple months later and had this rural setting where it's set in like a lumber town where you go to abandoned mills, you go to mines, you end up in the deep dark woods, you end up in like a hotel overlooking like an amazing looking lake. You drive kind of on the off roads outside of the area. We go to the you go to all the similar locations you would find in games like Deadly Premonition, and it just every location has been thought out, and every location looks absolutely beautiful and is stunning to look at. Again, with that lighting, every single thought, of the time that it's set, like timing, like during the day that it's set. I mean, they thought about that lighting and it makes it look amazing. The sound design is fantastic. The action in the game is really cool. They've actually fine tuned the controls of Alan a little bit. He runs a bit more smoothly than he did originally, which really really helps. To be fair, I can't sing this remaster's praises anymore. Now, normally I don't give a score for a game. I really don't do that anymore. But the reason I'm going to do it for this one is because I've given Alan Wake a score in the past, and I gave it a 10 out of 10. Does this remaster hold up as a 10 out of 10? No. And purely it's like a 9.99999 out of 10, something stupid like that. It's purely because of those tiny little things. Like I'm disappointed there's no ray tracing. The character models, as I said, are slightly off. And that's pretty much it. It's just the character models are slightly off. I mean, everything else is still the perfect game for me. It's still an amazing game. I haven't got to a driving section yet, so I can't tell you if the driving is wonky or not. But I mean, if everything else is as good as it is, then I'm sure I'll find out. Yeah, this game is near perfect for me. It really really is. I'd recommend going out and buying it. It's £25. That is it, £25. And if you really are that cheap, you can play it on Game Pass, I guess, but you're going to be getting the lesser experience. You're still going to be getting an amazing experience, but you're going to be getting the lesser experience. I'd fully recommend just buying this. £25. If you have a PlayStation, buy this game. Like, please buy this game. You won't regret it. It's such a good game. I promise you, you're going to enjoy it. And it looks the best it's going to look at this time. And eventually, there's going to be a sequel, and you're going to want to fill yourself in on what this is. And if you play this game, try and play Quantum Break and just read, or at least go to YouTube or whatever, and read that classroom board as all the things about Alan Wake, and try and fill up on the lore as much as you can, and then go and play Control. Control has so many Alan Wake references. It even has a full DLC package to it as well. It is it's an amazing game. I love Control as well, but two, it has all that Alan Wake lore kind of built into it. And come on, we're getting that sequel. We're getting that sequel. So I've rabbited on. Is Alan Wake Remastered any good? Yes, it is. Should you play it? Yes, you should. Should you buy it? 100% buy this game. It's £25. It's one of the cheapest big games you're gonna get this year. Like, it's so good. It's so so good. But you guys, I'm gonna waffle on, so I'm just gonna talk too much about this game and how much I love this game, and I'm gonna gush way too much. So don't forget to be nice to each other. Have a great day. See you soon.